Welcome back, everybody. Derrick Soo, your East Oakland advocate. Well, today I'm going to talk about the importance of having the right tools for the right job. Today I'm going to specifically talk about the rotary drill hammer. And the rotary drill hammer, the reason why I want to talk about that today is that's how I anchor the feet on my shelter. And it is extremely important to anchor the feet on these type of shelters. Otherwise, they can really blow apart, or the legs can fold outwards and really collapse in. And so that's why it's real important to, if you're going to have this like I am, where it's semi-permanent, then you have to bolt them down. If you're in a park where it's dirt, it's not a problem. You can use the cheap metal stakes and the lines that they give you. But here in the urban setting, you're going to have more likely concrete and asphalt to deal with. While you can do it with a rotary, a drill hammer, uh, uh, or a hammer drill, I should say, a DeWalt hammer drill, you're going to be paying about $150 to $200 for a tool like that. Whereas a tool like this, right now on Amazon, is on sale for $79.99. I paid $100 for this, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. And normally I probably wouldn't have thought about using a tool like this because it's cheap. And sometimes those cheap tools are under the same umbrella as your really nice ones, like Ryobi. Ryobi was a brand that I used as my out here because that was what was available at Home Depot. But then I'm shopping everywhere else. I'm shopping at Lowe's. I'm shopping Home Depot. I'm shopping Amazon, Harbor Freight, and many other places to get the best deal on tools. And you have to invest in some tools, like a hammer. Need to invest in a good hammer. This is a 22-ounce framing hammer. And then how I lock down the feet, I have these anchor bolts. You see these anchor bolts? And you have to drill the opening. I'm going to show you how to drill an opening, and also set these, because on these here you have a nut, but also look at the very end. The very end of that, that's where you're going to be impacting that with the hammer. And then the hammer strike will set these into the hole that you've already pre-drilled, and that's what's going to hold things down. In most cases, you would be tightening down this nut so that it really pulls the anchor. And what it's going to be doing is going to be sliding this this piece right here into the wedge, and it wedges into that opening and really locks down uh, this bolt, and it'll hold. It is amazing at how strong these are. I like to have at least 2 inches. 3 inches is better. That's what this is. This is a 3-inch by 5/16 bolt. And so what I'm going to show you, I've already drilled one hole, but I'm going to drill another one so that you can actually see this working. And I'm going to sink this particular anchor bolt into the top here. So well, I must have hit a rebar because this absolutely stopped moving. So I'm going to try drilling another one a little further up. Hopefully I don't hit that rebar again. I'm going to go off center this time. So you see, it drills really well, and you hear the hammering, and you have to have the right bits. With this particular tool, why I said it was such a great deal, even at $100, because you got the three most commonly used rotary drill bits, the impact bits, and that right there saves me almost $40 going to the store because they're not cheap. And then once you've made the hole, then you want to put the bolt in there, and then you sink it, and you want to impact it pretty good, sink it all the way down till it hits hard, and so that bolt is not going to go anywhere. To loosen it, just use a crescent wrench. It'll come right up. Put anything you want. Usually what you want to do, whatever you're going to be tacking down, put it down here, and then make sure the anchor bolt goes through the hole, and then sink it. But since I didn't have anything, that's why I went ahead and sank the anchor bolt for you. But anyway, you see how important that is, and it holds in high wind, earth movement, anything. These aren't going anywhere, and that's what's going to save your shelter, the legs, from moving and spreading. Because if you don't anchor down the feet, it's going to move around, or it's going to blow away if you have a very windy day. So tools are real important. Get yourself a good framing hammer. This is a 22 ounce and has a graphite body on it so that it doesn't reverberate. I've had hammers like this, 32 ounce framers, and swinging that, and it was a steel, all steel framed framing hammer. And believe me, you don't want one with a steel core in there. The graphite core, wood core, axe handle, hickory core, wood core are all good. But from past experience, do not get one all steel frame from all the way through the handle. They're going to hurt your wrists. They tire you out really early. So anyway, invest in some tools. These are some of the tools that I've invested in. Good measuring tape, drill hammer or drills, impact drill equipment, pliers, and you're going to be using plenty of baling wire. Baling wire's really cheap, and duct tape is cheap. Those are two main things that you're going to use, but the tools are the important part where you're going to need to invest in. If you do rent tools, you can. Here in Berkeley, there's the tool library in the city of Berkeley where you can actually check out and rent tools free of cost and then bring them back. So that's one way if you're near the city of Berkeley. I don't know of any other tool libraries out there, and you'll need to either rent them from a tool rental agency, have some friends with tools help you, or invest in it yourself. Thanks for joining me today. We'll be right back.